Fair use, guys. Be careful who you marry. Be careful who you marry. Be careful who you marry. Okay? Because I already know, we have this channel here and we talk about the dangers of marriage and we tell dudes don't cohabitate, don't marry, blah, blah, blah. But we already know most dudes, they're going to do it. So we're just trying to put people up on game. Now, you're going to have this woman here that you see. She is going to be the poster child of what we try to warn men about. You know what I mean? Like, she's going to expose the game and she's going to show you that women do these things on purpose, whether it comes to child support, whether it comes to divorce, alimony, keeping the kids away from you. How she's even going to bring up how she periodically files for modifications, and it's like very intentional. And this is the stuff that we say on our channel, and they be saying, "Oh, we making this stuff up." Now, clearly, she's a little bit drunk, and you're gonna have a dude. He's gonna interview her and be like, "Yo, like what you do with your divorce, what happened with you and your divorces and blah blah blah." But he's not going to judge her. He's just going to let her speak. And that's what I love interviews like that, when they just let the when they just let people hang themselves, so to speak. But anyways, fair use, by the way, fair use.
4 times divorce, 4 times. Let's see, let's go. Tell me, what do you want to know?
What is the most toxic thing that you've ever done?
Okay, let's do this. All right, take him to court, and then.
So it's crazy. Usually when you see people like this, you just got to let them cook. You just got to let them cook and just let them expose the game. Don't judge them. Just let them speak. I love interviewers like this. People like, but when people were saying that Shannon Sharp should have taken control of the interview with Cat Williams, I'm like, no, you got come like Cat Williams. He's cooking. So Shannon Sharp just said, let me just let him cook. And it was the best interview ever. This is what you're supposed to do. Let them cook. Fair use again. Fair use. Fair use.
Let's do this. All right, take him to court, and then get a good divorce lawyer, of course. Take them for half of the retirement, take them half of their property, and then fight them for higher child support. Okay, and a couple of years from now, hit you up for more child support every 3 years. Every 3 years, you go up from maybe 200 to 300 to 400 to 500. You bring it up to $2,000 per child. Per child. But I got one child right here. Okay, then right here, her daddy's paying child support for her. Of course, it always is. 4 times divorce, 4 times. Let's see, let's look.
So this is a 4-time divorcee. Now, I bet you, we can obviously, the first poor sap that married this lady I can kind of give him a pass, because I'm pretty sure, he married her probably around her mid-20s, late 20s. And hold on, let me show her face so people could look at her and be like, oh, she looks disgusting, and all this stuff. But there was a time where she probably looked, hold on. Because people don't understand when it comes to, people be looking at the old ladies at church and they're old, overweight, and they looking. I'm like, people don't understand. Back when they were in their 20s, their bodies were snatched. they were the ones that were able to pick the dudes that they wanted to be with. They were snatched back in the day. People don't get this. Hold on for a sec. Who's the girl that played see, George Lopez? Who's the girl that played George Lopez show daughter, who played Carmen Lopez? Right? There was a time, I bet you that same chick that you're just like, ugh. I bet you that same chick, there was a time she looked like this. I'm telling you, there was a time she probably looked like this, right? So before she turned into this, she looked like this. This is what gets men in trouble, dog. This is what gets men in trouble. And during that time, that man was probably sprung. He's like, I gotta marry her. Because I know how dudes get into simp mode real quick. Even the most quote unquote most red pilled and RP guys, they meet a girl that looks like this, that just says everything that they want to hear. Even if she shows red flags, they're gonna go. Now, the first sap that married her, we'll give him a pass, right? Second one, she probably gave a sob story about, how my husband was abusive and he was a narcissist and he probably fell for it. He's like, I'm not like that guy. So no pass for the second dude. Now, third dude, I don't know what the hell he was thinking. I mean, Jesus. And I think she even mentioned that she said she had a kid with each dude, and the fourth dude that married her. I mean, bruh. But there's a lot of dudes like that. They really be believing when women be saying all these crazy things about their ex. You know what I mean? They don't come across channels like this where I'll just tell them like, you do know she's lying about that stuff, right? I always say this: it's a big red flag if a woman is talking about how her ex was a narcissist. That is a massive red flag. That is a massive red flag if she complains about her ex being a narcissist. That means she's probably, or if she was in an abusive relationship, that's a red flag. Because really, you're supposed to ask her who was the abusive one. Because I always say 8 times out of 10, once you do your investigations, both of them were clowns. On both of them were circus acts. But let's replay the video one more time. Let's replay the video one more time. We analyze it.
4 times divorce, 4 times. Let's see, let's look. Tell me, what do you want to know?
What is the most toxic thing that you've ever done?
Oh,
And shout out to this guy for not judging, and he's just looking straight into the camera. After I remember when after the interview was done, he just looks straight into the camera. I think. Let me see.
4 times divorce, 4 times.
Oh, I don't see it, but he just looks straight into the camera, just be like, you see, you see, guys, that's all you got. That's all you need to see right there. But a lot of dudes, they really be thinking these, they always be like, not my girl. Oh, nah, she's different. You always hear she's different. I'm like,
what do you want to know?
What is the most toxic thing that you've ever done?
Okay, let's do this. All right, take him to court and then get a good divorce lawyer, of course. Take him for half of the retirement.
I hope you guys are listening, dog. These girls know exactly what they're doing, man. Don't ever think that women are not privy to the laws, really in general. But I always say this: don't ever think that she doesn't know how the divorce laws go, how the child support laws go, alimony, and even if she doesn't know, she has a friend, a fellow female a fellow female colleague or coworker that knows, a cousin that knows how the child support and all this stuff. They know how. Trust me, they're privy to the game. They're very privy to the game. Very. Trust me on that. Trust me on that.
Half of their.
And I don't care how uneducated you think they might. I don't care if they're black, Hispanic, white, lesbian. I don't care what you think they are. They know the laws. They know the divorce laws. They know the family court laws. Trust that. That's one thing you got to trust me on it. They know. They know. They definitely know. They know. They definitely know.
Property and then fight them for higher child support. Okay, and a couple of years from now, hit you up for more child support.
Every 3 years. So that's the part I wanted to pause at. So she knows how to periodically, file for modification every 3 years. She knows exactly how the game works. And trust me, she's telling her daughter how this works because she's going to show her daughter. You already saw her daughter. She's going to tell the younger female coworkers that she worked with how the game works while simultaneously hating on them for being young. This is something that men need to understand when you're dealing with the average broad. They know exactly what they're doing. Okay.
Every 3 years, you go up from maybe 200 to 300 to 400 to 500. You bring it up to $2,000 per child.
Ooh, she's even putting you dudes up on game. They're not gonna automatically ask for 2,000. They're gonna slowly ask for more. Oh, this thing you gotta help. Can you help me? I need this for my gas and I need this for my rent. And she's putting y'all dudes on game. Cause I'll be laughing when dudes be like, "Oh yeah, my baby mama's cool." I'm like, so why does she have you on child support? Oh no, you know this too. Oh man, homie, you gotta understand. I don't care if it's your wife. That girl that you having sex with, she doesn't owe loyalty to you. She's not related to you by blood. Like, say if you have a wife, you got kids. The only person that is of your blood is your kids. The wife, yeah, she gave birth to the kids, but she's not related to you. She doesn't owe you, right? Because you're not Sweet Home Alabama, right? So assuming you're not Sweet Home Alabama, that wife, that she's not, she doesn't have a loyalty to you. She will definitely, she definitely has the potential to screw you over. I don't care how good you think you got it. She's putting y'all up on game though, because in terms of how she over time she adds it up. Over time, she doesn't now. Actually, let me leave that other point alone.
But I got one child right here. Kagan right here. Her daddy paying child support for her. Of course, it always is. 4 times divorce. 4 times.
Now you see her rolling her eyes, the daughter at the end. Oh, my mom is crazy, but don't the apple doesn't fall too far from the tree. Look, this is another thing too. People want to talk about, and it kind of annoys me, in my opinion, when people talk about, oh man, she got daddy issues, and oh, if she don't got a daddy in her life, no. I always say this: if her mom's a hoe or her mom is a certain way, I don't care if she has the greatest father in the world. That woman is not going to be nothing in life. Everything really depends on what type of woman you pick for as the mother of the kids. If your mom, if the mother ends up being a hoe, or she is a hoe, or she was a hoe in her past life, the daughter's going to be doing the same thing. Trust me. If you pick a woman and she doesn't respect you all the way, excuse me, if she doesn't respect you all the way, trust me, it's going to be passed down to the daughter. We don't have daddy issues in this country. We have mommy issues. Daddy issues is just another way to kind of skirt the accountability from the women. We have mommy issues. That's what we have. That's what we have. Because when push comes to shove, if a breakup happens, which happens with most relationships with kids involved in America, moms retain custody most of the time. So you have moms. So that puts the mothers in a leveraged position where even the dads, even if they are together, the dads are not really able to put their foot down. So if that's the case, it's the moms doing the molding of the minds, really. So what we're suffering really in America is from mommy issues. It is what it is. I remember Corey Holcomb has that joke. It's really goated. The joke is really goated, but you'll never hear another comic say anything close to that. They're not going to do it. I remember he said, if your mama ain't ish, there's nothing in this school that go ever. Let me not finish that joke. But basically, he's just saying if the mom, if the girl that you with, if the mom ain't about nothing, the daughter ain't gonna be about nothing. Bottom line. Bottom line. So that daughter, you might think she's different from the mom, but it's probably not gonna happen. Is she gonna be exactly like she's gonna be exactly like her toxic mother? Trust me.